Okay.
You can hug Puff.
Don't you still don't you still talk about good things you did 15 years ago?
Mm-mm.
You ain't do nothing
Do
good
y'all
15 years
think
ago.
that is an issue?
What's that?
Still like reliving the past.
Yes.
As much as like most people do. And yeah, both of y'all said yeah. I find it a big issue with people that don't want to do better in life. They'll go back and talk about shit that happened like way back when.
You know what's crazy? I don't ever talk about the past, but I always think about it, and it's like a really bad habit because my past is not really that good. So
Mine ain't either.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, mine is really fucked up. I mean, I use the past to kind of give context to like why I'm kind of fucked up. Like, not
see,
fucked
that's
up,
what
but,
happens. It's like that's exactly what happened
Like
to me.
why I think the way I think, or
Yeah.
some shit like that, or like why I might make a good decision that I'm so adamant about.
So, guys, now I have a question then, because we're real future forward looking as we are. Do you talk about your past in the positive or negative? Because look, I'm gonna let you answer, just positive or negative. When you talk about your past, mostly is it positive or negative?
It's usually in a negative to point it towards a positive.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
I get
this
you.
was
Okay,
fucked up,
okay.
so I'm gonna make sure I do this.
Same for you. When you bring up your past, is it positive past or it's negative past?
That's why I say when I'm just thinking to myself, negative. When I'm talking, mostly positive.
Okay, mine is mostly negative that I flip. Same thing like you just said. Is like, hey, I'm gonna tell you this bad shit, but then I'm gonna show you. I mean, I'm gonna tell you also how I flip this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then the people that I feel like just want to be stuck, like not really moving, they talk about the happy past shit. Like, yo, you know, I did this.
Yeah,
There's a saying.
Do-
Yeah, there's a saying that is very true, but unhappy people see the past better than it was, the present worse than it is, and the future better than it's going to be. So they're never present. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
if I saw the future better than it's going to be, my strive would be fucking like magnificent. Like if I could take away the realisticness of my future thinking, what? I'd be fucking immaculate.
I don't think future.
I wouldn't
TV
have a fear because I put reality with my future thinking, so I don't think too deep.
Yeah, I
into,
stick to reality, but I try to keep
Like,
it away
I
from
mean,
but
planning.
but you
I don't
you
think
only
deep in it, but I still think my future.
yeah, but
like mostly.
you're only considering one piece of the puzzle though. Like you said, the future part. But
Yeah,
don't forget
yeah,
about
very true.
seeing the present as worse than it is,
Yes,
and
yeah,
the past is better than it was. And without that, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why, because you can look at it saying
Sabotage.
that you love your present, you don't like your past, and then you're looking like, well, the future's immaculate. Then it's going to drive you and shit.
Yeah.
But it's going to drive you in the right direction. Because the way it affects,
true.
the way that saying, those people that are like that, is like, because they always see the present as worse than it is, all the moves they make forward are like big changes, and they'll never be happy with that change. So they'll just keep changing directions, and they'll never be happy because, you know what I'm saying? So like you're saying, like your future would be immaculate because you would like have a plan, you would stick to it, and you would just stay there, as opposed to somebody else who would like how you have like huge plans and shit. Like it's like how you're building a house right now, so you build the house. If you're one of those people, you build the house like thinking like, okay, cool. When I get like, oh man, shit sucks right now, but man, when I get this house built, then you'll get the house built and you'll move into the house, and then you'll find a way to be unhappy about the house. They'll be like, man, I'm gonna fucking burn this fucking house down now. And then that becomes a burden. So it's like the problem is that like, so what you saying, like how you say, you know, people that'll always talk about the past, like and they're like afraid to move forward. Like, see, they also do the other two things where they also
No, you're right. You're right.
they
You're
say
right.
they
You're
chasing rainbows, trying to get to the pot of gold type motherfuckers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right. Make rash decisions. Don't think it all the way through. Then when they do get to that spot, it's just still not what they fucking want. Very true. Very true. Yes. Same thing.
It's like it's another thing that I've noticed. Like it seems like people are comfortable being unhappy.
That shit is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like we was talking about the other day with the whole little job situation, and I threw that out there, and the motherfucker really wasn't trying to fuck with it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's to the point now where I think I'm convincing that person to like just go ahead and find time and make that shit happen. If you get in there, you get in there. If you don't,
Nope. Hey, at least you're trying.
yeah, you in the same spot.
Right, but you're trying. Yeah.
But it's like when I just got to where I was, I literally did not think I was gonna get the shit because on the application I answered some shit wrong without I didn't read the whole question, so I answered the shit wrong and I thought I was fucked up, and I was almost about to not even go to the shit. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I ain't doing shit else. Do the shit. And motherfuckers already they was offering me the job before they even called me.
Yeah, but see, a lot of your stuff is forward thinking because also you had that situation kind of happen to you when the Navy y'all was coming around.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I'm technically for this, but I don't feel real like I should be. But you still ended up getting in gold with that. And so, that's that forward progression, that forward thinking. That's still, I'm trying to be better than what I am right now. I am I'm good. I'm happy, but I can be.
Yeah, if it's out there, if I can go do something better, then why the fuck not?
Yeah, that's
what kills me with a lot of shit. If you know you can get better, then why the fuck not? And if you're in a situation where it's like, yo, I'm not happy, then why the fuck not?
It's like
People scared of failure though too.
I don't think people are afraid of failure. I think a lot of times people crave failure more than I think people are afraid of success and they're afraid of happiness.
I think people are living their failure and scared to fail again. I can give you that.
To me, I don't think there's no such thing as a fear of failure. It's just laziness. If you're afraid of failure, you're just fucking lazy.
That equates to laziness.
Yes,
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
So I look at when you say people, I think a lot of times the fear of failure is really just, I think it's really a fear of fucking success. Because it's just,
I have a fear of success.
because I think people I don't know, it's just because feeling like you can succeed makes you take responsibility for yourself, and motherfuckers don't want to be accountable for themselves, and people want to act like they're just in their situation and the shit just happened to them.
Yeah,
I
fucking hate.
Yeah,
so,
I'm fucked up.
Yeah, people be living in an apartment complex and will hate the apartment complex, but will complain year after year. But just you was complaining about this shit last year. Why when your lease came up, you could have got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
Well, no, I couldn't. Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that. It's like the bus driver. Remember, was that last year when the bus driver rolled hit the curb and flipped over and killed all the kids on the bus?
We talked about this shit. It was some crazy shit because that's when
I kind of delete when stuff gets out of hand like that. I kind of delete it out of my memory. We probably did talk about it.
Yeah, but it was like the bus driver was known for driving drunk and driving crazy with the kids, and there was a woman on the news talking about how she went to the school and complained and they didn't do anything, and now her babies is dead. And I was just like, you could have just not put your kids on the bus. And then when I talk about it, everybody talks to me like I'm crazy. Like, well, sometimes you ain't got a choice. Yeah, you do. Just don't put your kids on the fucking bus.
That's the type of same shit that I be saying that people look at me sideways for saying.
Yeah. And I mean, I get it. Kids are gone, and that's fucked up and everything. But if y'all know that this dude is driving, y'all see him driving crazy.
You got enough sense to say, okay, well, look, I said something to somebody, and they still on the fucking bus. Yeah, I think it's.
But they handle well the way to go to school. We just ain't going to school.
Just nigga.
Yeah, either that or you going to school early.
Yo, you can send them to a morning babysitter and let them catch another bus. It's so many different ways.
I'm about to say, it's mad bus stops with different buses. I had
niggas,
3 different buses I could ride.
Niggas can switch shifts at work. I mean, it is 3 to 4 shifts of a job. Shit can happen.
Jobs be very.
Mom Deuce can work from home. It's so many different avenues you can hit this with. But yeah, people will always sit there and settle in their stagnant ass water and say, "No, this is what I got. This is the only thing that I have. This is it. This is the only way this will work." No, it's not true. But yeah, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to go off, but then we hit that spot, and I was literally thinking about that.